Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Crawl atop me and meet your doom!
It's time once again for another episode of Coming At Ya. Coming At Ya. A podcast about the world of mixed martial arts, boxing, pro wrestling, coming at ya, and heavy metal music. With a slice of comedy for good measure. Coming at ya.
I force myself, and those are usually my best days to work out.
I forgot to hit record, by the way. So
That's all right.
We just hit record right now.
Yeah, so we get a lot of rage out.
Here's what we do.
Yeah, but you're down, what, 55 pounds?
So far, yeah.
And
I decided to clean shave for the first time in years.
well, you haven't had a jawline for a long time.
That's it. That's the thing.
You were neck bearding it for a long time.
Yeah, and you know, trying to hide the doing
fat?
It's a fat guy staple.
Is that's the way to go? Like you see it on guys. A lot of times, like they don't have a chin line. They're
So
like,
they
you know
define
what?
one
I'm
themselves.
going to define it with my hair.
Yeah, and yeah, my mom will like that because she's always like, "You need to be clean shaven. You look so much younger." Now she's gonna get on me about cutting my hair. I'm gonna cut my hair. I think I'm gonna do it.
Really? What are you
Yeah.
gonna do it? Don't shave it like you've done a bunch of times.
No, I'm gonna go to a stylist maybe and have somebody do something.
Todd, do you have any MGDs in there? This beer's a little rough. All right, one'll do for now.
Why don't you have some whiskey?
I'll take a little sip of whiskey. Yeah, it's good. I love it. When's he gonna learn how to talk into the fucking microphone?
That's another drink, by the way.
That's not bad. What is that?
Jack Daniel's Single Barrel.
That's not the stuff we've had the last few weeks.
We've had Black Barrel Jameson.
Okay.
Single Barrel is exactly what it says it is, a single barrel. A single malt would come from a single distillery, and a regular bottle of whiskey is probably a blend coming from multiple different distilleries.
Okay.
And they try to blend them to create a consistent product. So just like when you get a can of beer or you get a can or you open a bottle of whiskey, if it's mass produced, it's pretty consistent. You know what it's going to taste like for the most part.
So that's what we're drinking right now.
Yeah, but a single barrel is exactly that. And there's going to be a greater variance. Some might have more of a kick. Some might be a little bit smoother.
How did I know when I asked that question we were going to get off the fitness thing? Like we were just taking a whole different road.
No, it's just like I've like I said,
You're like Rain Man.
More mental
With
than
some
anything.
of the shit, you know. Like I told you earlier today, somebody pointed out to me
Another one
that they're like, for when you look at Bullet, he doesn't appear to be somebody who would be so well read and knowledgeable. But he brings out a lot of deep shit sometimes.
Yeah, I get that a lot. They're like, look at this caveman. He can actually spell.
Yeah.
And conjugate a verb.
Bullet called you out on a drink that you were supposed to.
Yeah, you've been pretty
I just did
filthy.
it again.
You've been pretty filthy so far on this episode.
So let's get back to your fitness for a second. So anybody who's watching the show for the first time, Bullet is you were grossly overweight a few months ago.
280 pounds.
280 pounds. A couple years ago, you had lost 100 pounds in a bet.
Yeah.
And it was so you wouldn't have a dick tattoo on your chest.
Yeah, I didn't want that.
So you got injured, gained all the weight back, and somewhere in mid-January, you started dieting again.
January 21st.
And you're doing Diamond Dallas Page yoga.
Yes.
At what point are you going to start lifting some weights?
Probably within the next month or so. I'm already incorporating some strength training into it. But like I said, you know how it is sometimes, man. Like when you don't have your focus, it's hard to really.
What got you out of focus?
Just like I said, I've just been kind of off a little mentally. We can go down that rabbit hole if we want to, but today wasn't the best workout.
Do you allow the weight of the world to take over sometimes?
I create a lot of my own pressure that I put on myself.
So you create your own gravity, per se.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I always have. If anxiety is like a radio station in the background, you get used to it. You don't pay it any mind. Now you start adding some stress and it turns the volume up. And now I can't.
Well, you heard me go ape shit like 10 minutes ago. Oh, my kids.
It's another one. God. Yeah. So My thing is this, and I've had a couple aches and pains in the one knee, so I kind of wasn't the best workout, but I did do it, and I didn't want to.
Sometimes you just got to power through it.
Sometimes you do, but sometimes it's like, you know what? I'm just going to live and fight another day. Tomorrow morning will be much more focused, and that's what
I
I'm
have
gonna
2
do.
bulging discs in my neck, as you know.
That's not good.
It's not good, and it hurts awfully. I got dropped on my neck a few months ago at jiu-jitsu by accident. Somebody was learning a technique or practicing a technique, and they forgot the hell what they were doing for a second. But
Who was that?
I'm not gonna say. I don't want. They already feel guilty enough.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. So 10 days ago, I was doing what's called a Godoy choke. So you basically have pants, you have the person's collar, it's wrapped around their neck, and you stick your head in, and you roll, and you pull them over top. And I Godoy choke.
So it's like a Bravo.
No. It's like a bend and elbow across your back. Like, remember Lex Luger when he would throw somebody over and do the backbreaker?
You mean the human torture rack?
Yeah. So I have the pant leg, and I have the gi, and it's a choke and a pant leg, and you wrap it all the way back this way.
Okay.
But there's so much pressure on your neck. Yeah. So I hurt my own neck again
Why would you?
10 days ago, and I haven't rolled for 10 days.
Is it a muscle thing?
No, it's a bone. It's
a bone.
It's a bulging disc. So I have
So
a nerve sticking out here. Like everything's tender all the way down my arm.
Do you have a TENS unit?
Yeah, but it's the bone that's pinching it.
Yeah, but it might relieve some of the pressure on the nerve.
So today, I rolled for the first time in 10 days.
How'd that feel?
It felt really good while I was rolling, and I just unleashed a ton of rage on everybody.
I can't imagine.
And now I'm completely paying for it.
Yeah, well, that's how it goes sometimes.
But it's one of those things. Like sometimes you just got to power through the injury.
In your case, jiu-jitsu is literally a passion, because a passion, if you go by the literal definition, is something that you love, but it causes you great pain.
It's probably a pretty accurate statement.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there hasn't been a day in 9 years of doing it 6 days a week that I haven't had some sort of pain.
Well, everybody does it for different reasons. Some people get into jiu-jitsu just because they want to have an alternative to get in shape. Some people, want to work out the aggression. Some people want to compete.
We actually had a guy come in a few weeks ago, and there was nobody there. It was a Sunday, and I handed the guy. He's like, "What's your schedule?" And I handed him a sheet. He's like, "Yeah, man, I got a real bad temper." I said, "Okay, cool.
He'll work that out."
That's what I said to him. I never even met the guy. I'm like, "We'll beat that out of you."
Yeah.
And he looks at me and he goes, "Maybe you don't understand. I have a bad temper." I said, and I looked at him. Yeah, we'll beat that out of you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Never came back.
Yeah. I never had that. I was always the reverse, because I was always around people that would just smash me. So when it came time, I didn't do tournaments a lot, but for me, tournaments was just so boring, because you weigh in early.
Oh, I hate them.
And you're sitting around just waiting and waiting.
Everybody's posturing. It's a whole fucking thing. I'll roll with anybody, but whenever I go to those things, I just hate sitting there.
Another one. Yeah, and I'm just, you know what? And nothing against, there's nothing wrong or right about it. It's just there's a certain type of mentality that goes with that I don't have. I'm not a very competitive person. Not anymore. Like I used to be. Like there's some ex-girlfriends that could be like, this guy used to really be like I'm the toughest guy in the room.
Right, but
I'm just not that guy.
But back
anymore.
to your fitness, like sometimes do you feel like you're not gonna you don't have the mental attitude like I'm gonna conquer this thing today?
No, it's people ask like, man, how do you keep the motivation? And it's like, you don't. That's where the discipline comes in, to do those things that you don't want to do.
Well, the hardest part of the discipline is the diet.
Not for me.
For me, it's just
no.
fucking tough.
Again, I think for me is I look at it like this: when I don't want to work out, I immediately say, well, I didn't want to get up for work today, but I did that. And that was for 8 or 9 hours. This is only going to be for an hour, hour and a half. So just get through it.
Just power through
and I know that once I'm on the mat, once I am moving, I'm going to feel better.
Is there ever a time when you're working out that you kind of cheat yourself? Like today, I had jiu-jitsu in the morning at 7:30. Had a great workout. Went and made sales calls. Late afternoon, I went to the gym, the regular gym, next door, and I worked out. And there was one exercise I couldn't get on the machine. And I didn't feel like waiting, and I did back today. Jesus, I know. So I left, and I was disappointed in myself that I didn't just wait the extra minute or two for this
I get like
person
that.
to get off the machine.
I I get like that, but that's what my week's been like. I've been cutting a little bit of corners and just getting easier, frustrated much easier with things.
When you need to get a little motivation, why don't you just call me? I'll talk you off the ledge. Or I'll talk you onto the ledge.
It's not the motivation. It's just
talk
that
him onto the ledge.
I can't get. I've just been like off this week mentally. It's just been a.
Well, let's pick you up a little bit.
I dipped a
need
little
you
bit.
to drink just a little bit more of that right now. A little medicine to get him going. I was also talking to somebody today about why you're rude to strangers, and hear me out.
Me specifically?
You specifically, and it's specifically people that I know that you meet.
Oh, I'll tell you why.
I know why.
Oh, please enlighten me.
You tell me why, and then I'll tell you why.
Okay, so the question was, why am I rude to strangers that you know that I don't?
Right.
Okay. Well, typically, it's I feel threatened. I don't like it when people know more about me than I know about them. That's
exactly what it is, right there.
That's a control thing, though.
The last few times you've met some strange, like friends of mine.
Yeah, but I understand what it is, and I wasn't rude.
No. But
they're familiar with me because they listen to the show,
right? But you don't. You
And I
just
don't know
started
that.
acknowledging this part of the conversation.
Yeah.
You didn't realize that until I pointed it out to you like a week or two ago. But somebody said to me today, it was actually my buddy Dave in Cargo Shorts, one of the sponsors.
I like him.
Yeah, well, he's come on in a few weeks.
Yeah, it's gonna be great to finally meet him.
And you know what he said to me? First, he said to me, he's like, I forgot that Bullet always has a gun on him. I probably shouldn't have fucked with him when we got that drunk last time.
That's another.
So we were talking about that, and then I said, yeah, last couple times Bullet's met some of my friends. He's kind of got jawing back and forth with a few people, and we figured it out. I said, people who listen to the show that are friends of mine and come to an event
Feel like they know me.
feel like they know you because they've invested hours in listening to you, right? You listening to you and you don't have that same level of knowledge going back.
Yeah, it boils down to a control thing and a safety thing where I like to know everybody in the room, and I would prefer to, but I'm getting better
We're
with
going
it.
to work you through this.
Well, I recognize what it was. What's your buddy, the singer? What's his name?
Zach.
Zach. I liked him. He was a nice kid.
I know.
The South Carolina kid,
Right,
right?
but you had to check yourself after.
I checked myself. I was like, why is this guy fucking... Now there I go.
Drink.
So I said, why is this guy messing with me? But I realized what it was. I said, oh, you know what it is? He knows me more than I know him.
Exactly.
And I just chilled out with it. And he seems like a nice fella.
Yeah, and you were fine after that.
Yeah,
so
I just had to check
think
myself.
From now on,
and I feel like that's growth.
you're gonna. It's a lot of growth. You're,
I mean,
you're gonna have a little bit of acknowledgement of this part of your personality. So now, when you meet new guests that are brought to the show through me, you're gonna be fine. Like, well, you brought Martin in, right?
yeah.
Martin.
Oh, he left his sweatshirt here.
I know. I worked at the gym one day. I'm like, why is this thing so big?
Yo, he's down 40 pounds now.
Yeah, well, it was huge on me because
Yeah.
he's a big dude.
But he's down 40.
But he came on the show,
Give him a shout out.
and how did he get treated? Like gold.
Well, that's because you're a
Because
lot...
I don't give a shit.
Well, that's a drink there. You're a lot more together with it, I think, than I am in some respects with some things.
Yeah, I have an odd level of confidence when I'm speaking to people, I guess. Like, for example, right?
Yeah, but it's also your house, so it's your home turf.
I'm the same everywhere I go, though.
I know, I've seen it.
Like yesterday, a good friend of mine owns Bella Body Medical Spa in Yardley.
Yeah,
Right? And I was texting back and forth with her, and she's like, hey, why don't you come in today and we'll give you a free facial, right?
Well,
Yeah.
you got to ask me twice.
Yeah, exactly. So it was a free facial. It's probably like a $200 facial, right? And they put all this it's like got this like special acids and stuff, rehydrates your face. So I took a picture and I put a selfie on Facebook, right?
I didn't even say it.
Immediately, a ton of hate about my selfie from every person I know under the
Yeah,
sun.
there's a lot of
Every
selfie
time I
going out
post a
there.
picture.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like 40, 50 comments from people. One dude's like, you got makeup on? I said, no, I just got a free facial from my friends over at Bella Body. And she commented, and my buddy's like, oh, when you get your penis back, let me know. And then another buddy's like everybody's making comments.
Well, here's what it is. Here's what it comes down to.
And one chick's like, she's like, my man would never do that. And she capitalized man, M-A-N. I said, listen, I said, I'm not the least bit insecure about my manhood.
Hold on.
And this is the same chick who a few months ago, she's like, my husband has redneck strength and he'll beat your ass. I said, your husband will get killed.
Who is this chick?
I'm not going to point her out, but
Do I know her?
no, she's somebody I used to work with. And I said to her, I said, I don't give a fuck how big, I don't care how big your husband is. I literally fight every day of the week. And I train every day of the week. And this dude is a big lump.
Here's the thing.
And in his mind, he's probably tough.
In my mind, I don't feel... If the tables were reversed,
Right.
and you as a man were trying to tell a woman how she should behave or what would define her as a woman, you'd get a lot of hate for that. So I don't really think women should be in a position where they should tell you what's masculine or what isn't.
But it's a crazy amount of hate.
The bottom line is this. Okay, the bottom line is this, is that, number one, I do it to break balls.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
But if you look at
It's the people that don't know me anymore that make a comment.
But
I'm just
here's
like,
the thing.
fuck.
There you go. The thing is, it takes a lot of work to be in shape as you get older. It requires more work.
Yeah, you have to put a certain level of.
So if you're proud of
work
that,
into
what's
it.
the problem?
Yeah, why not?
What's
Right?
the problem? You called it. You said, dude, as you lose more weight, you're going to post more selfies.
And you are.
And I am.
Right, because you're proud of yourself. And you used to make fun of every selfie.
Well, it was just fat guy hate.
Yeah, and now
Well, that was just fat guy
My
hate.
my last 10 selfies, you haven't said anything.
Yeah, well, it's because it's like, it's the pot calling the kettle black.
Right, but like I get messages from people, and I'm like, why do you even feel the need to comment?
You know what it is?
And the person who's making the comment is a heavyset girl.
Here's what I think.
And I'm trying to say it politely, like she's a bigger girl.
This is what I think also fuels some of the selfies.
About that.
Right, but if you're a heavy person and you're making fun of somebody for something else, your weight should be within the mix for
Hold
me
on.
to come back with.
This is just a theory. I could be totally off base too. I think also some of the stuff that fuels the selfies is that you don't get the attention at home that you want.
That's probably
this
true.
is a way of validating it.
Yeah.
No, this is totally 100. This is
I wish I had a bell. I'd go ding, 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 ding.
I
ding.
said, talk
No.
into the mic when you speak, please.
I'm close.
Bring it to your face. Then.
bring it to your face, point it at your face. There you go. Like
Say something.
How about now?
there you
Oh,
go.
hey!
There you go.
And I'm back.
I don't think
He's
that's
back.
I don't think that's all of it, but I think it's just like anything else. It's, hey, I'm feeling down. This will validate me, or this will make me feel good. It's like a quick fix. I'm not saying that's the sole reason.
No. But sometimes, like, I'll look at somebody's picture they post.
And you want to one up them?
No. Like there's a woman who she's a little rough, but she'll post a pic, and she literally looks like Throw Mama from the Train in the pic. And I guarantee she looked like through 10 different pictures, took a bunch of pictures, and that's finally the one she finally agreed on. And I don't say anything. Like, hey,
You just did.
like, hey, great shot.
You just compared her to the old lady from the Goonies.
I'm trying to be polite.
There's nothing polite about that.
But literally 40, 50 messages from people just making dumb comments.
I think that what you should view that is probably a third of that is your friends breaking balls.
Oh, yeah. Those guys, I understand which ones they are.
I think the other third of it is people.
It's one of the same chicks that commented when I put my pictures of my boys up with when my sons were flexing.
Oh, her. I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember her. I called her out on the air. What's her name?
We're just going to ignore her, but...
I think that the other third of it are just people that are just not happy.
Yeah.
And
why
they're
take it out
just-
on everybody else? And they're the same
Well,
people...
because misery loves company.
But they're the same people who post stuff that says, "Oh, be happy with how you look," right? And
sure.
and they're the same person that's miserable.
I
about
think
how they look.
I don't even think it's.
They don't want to
I would take it a step further.
put any work in. They want shortcuts to get in shape.
I would take it a step further, even from be happy with how you look. Just be happy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Who's the guy that sings that song? Don't worry.
I know who you're talking about.
It's not Herbie Hancock.
No, no.
That's
But
at, what song?
Don't worry, be happy. That is Herbie Hancock.
Herbie
No, it's
Hancock
not.
Does that.
Are you sure?
yeah, I'm very sure.
How's that one go?
You're not gonna do it again.
I know people that are in tremendous shape, but they're just miserable, or just like rich people. I know people that have a lot of money, a nice, big, huge mansion, and they're miserable. And I know people that live, in next to nothing. I know
Just
people
be
that don't have any
happy,
money.
though.
Dude, one of
People like to project their negativity.
sure, misery
Mc-
loves company.
Bobby McFerrin.
Bobby McFerrin, that's it.
Yeah, that's Herbie Hancock's other name.
That's his alias. That's his other
his
stage,
stage
name.
name.
Yeah, I just think that ultimately, for me, my goal, I want to get the number down. Yeah, I want to look better. But ultimately, I just want to be happier. So I'm also working on the mental aspect. I think that
Your energy level's down right now. I need you to.
well, it's been a long week,
Yeah, I
man.
know, but this is our first live
Mine's
episode
nice.
on,
Mine's nice and
on
chill.
YouTube.
Mine's nice and chill. I have a nice and good chill. I've energy right
right.
now.
And although this is a no cursing episode, which
Oh,
is a
you
first
wouldn't know
for
it
us,
by you.
I have dropped quite a few bombs.
I only dropped one.
We decided we're going to play a little bit of game, see who knows each other better.
The newlywed game.
Yeah, but kind of the newlywed game, but not the newlywed game.
You're the bottom.
More of a trivia. Who knows what
Would
about
you be
who.
the top or would you be the bottom?
If I was gay?
Yeah, if.
You know what? Why don't you save that one for one of the questions?
We should save that for the questions.
All right.
Why don't that be the first question?
Definitely not receiving it.
Oh, see, you just ruined it.
All right, Todd's got some questions he's going to ask
So the
us.
first question is,
Speaking of the microphone.
Speaking of the mic.
Please.
do you think that your buddy would be a top or a bottom? That's gonna be the first question.
Did you grab that from him?
No,
Has
I
he said that?
Yeah, I said I was going to use
I
it.
already answered it, though.
I know, that's why I told you not to answer it.
Well, it's already answered. So
It's
you're
already
gonna need a
answered. We
question.
can't unanswer it.
This guy, he's got one job,
Oh, you guys.
He's got two. He's got to talk into a mic, which he can't do.
which he can't do, and he can't fuck.
It's another one.
He can't look at trivia questions.
It's a
at the
good
same
thing
time.
you don't have to drive home
And
tonight.
I gave him time to prepare.
It's a very good thing you don't have to drive home tonight.
I'm sorry, my wife. It's a sad day. It's our anniversary. My wife's not here.
Is that why it's sad? Because it is your anniversary,
What
or
is
it's
she-
sad because she's not here?
What is she doing on your anniversary?
She is down at a conference in D.C.
Conference, huh?
For what?
Don't know medical stuff.
See, he's not. He doesn't even talk to her. He doesn't
Medical-
even ask her stuff.
Do you know what happens at those hotels? Do you know what happens at those things?
Chicks getting bang. Happy anniversary.
Yeah.
I love you, honey. If you're listening.
She's getting pumped by some gigolo in town.
So, first question.
Where
First question.
what town is she in?
She's in
DC.
Washington D.C.
Washington D.C. Craigslist. Casual encounters.
Dick Center.
Should I start searching now to see if she's out there?
Mhm.
All right, guys. First question. When and how did you guys first meet?
Oh, I know that one.
Yeah, that's easy.
You just have to write it down. All right, you can answer. Right?
Well,
We'll alternate who goes first. Bullet, you can go first this time.
that would be at Tri-State Gym.
Oh, I wrote Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Same
Well,
thing.
Tri-State
Same thing.
Gym.
It's one to one.
Yeah, what am I doing? I ain't fixing the lights there.
You can keep that same card.
All right, here we go.
All right. If you could go on any place on Earth, where would it be and why?
You're talking about the other guy.
Yeah.
If
Yeah, all
if
right.
the other guy could go somewhere, where would he be?
If I could go anywhere,
No, you're answering if I could go
Where do
anywhere.
you think he's gonna
no.
go?
I answer it. He has to guess my answer.
right. He's
He
right.
answers it. I have to guess his answer.
He's right.
Oh, so I'm just writing my answer now.
Exactly, and
All
I got to
right,
guess
all right,
it.
We're working the game out.
Exactly.
I think I got this one. Whoa, no. I got it. I'm ready.
All right, Chris, you can go first. So what place did you want to go?
Speaking to the microphone,
No,
please.
what place would I want to go to? He's got to guess
Yes,
my
I'm
answer.
guessing him.
Where do you think Bullet wants to go to on Earth and why?
I wrote down Scotland. Is that correct? Is it correct? Are you serious? What is it?
I put Alaska because I could be away
Alaska?
from everybody.
Be alone from most?
Yeah, be alone from most people.
Okay.
That's where I would go.
And where do you
Alright.
think Chris?
Brazil. Totally.
No. That wasn't my answer. That's on my list, though. It's not my main answer.
The main answer?
Yeah.
I don't.
The place I would love to go to is Tokyo.
Really?
I would love to go to Tokyo.
You never been there?
Have you?
Yeah,
When?
I was there like about 12 years ago.
Oh, well, it's changed since
You made
then.
it sound like it was like last week.
Things have changed.
I'm just kidding. I was never there.
is there
I
a
just
reason
wanted to
why?
sound cool.
Is there a reason why?
Well, I would be tall there.
He
For
would
starters?
be. He would be.
I like all the lights in the city, and I feel like the food would be fantastic.
I would go just to see some New Japan Pro Wrestling. I'll go with you.
Let's get somebody to sponsor us and send us over. You drink.
You're the one that said it.
Cursed.
I'm the one that cursed.
Yes. You don't
I
even
thought
know.
you just said an F word.
No, you did. Jeez.
I don't even know when I'm cursing.
This is pretty telling. This is pretty telling right here.
That's crazy. What's the next question?
What is your favorite food? Favorite food.
All of it. You think I got fat by accident?
Who's going to answer first on this one?
I'll answer it.
Bullet.
Steak.
No.
What is it?
It is Szechuan chicken.
So Chinese
food.
Chinese food.
Love me some Chinese food.
What do you think mine is?
I wrote down dick.
Did you really?
Is that a
I
curse
did
word?
write down dick.
Is that a curse word? Is that a curse
It
word?
is a curse word. You know, we'll cancel that. But I think your favorite food is bacon.
I put Chinese.
Did you really?
Oh, look at
Have we never had Chinese together? Have we had Chinese together?
You've never invited me out.
Damn,
Hey,
what's the
Chris?
score right now?
Chris. This is Bullet. Bullet. This is Chris.
Because this is 0-0 right now.
That's- doesn't
1-1.
even-
1-1.
Doesn't even know me.
All right. Throw me a couple more questions here.
Jeez. Do you have a good pen?
A little faster.
What is your best friend's biggest? What is your biggest fear?
Oh shit!
You better start writing.
What is Bullet's biggest fear? Ah, shit. Ugh. This might take me a second, because I have to be fairly specific, I would think.
I think you could be general, but close.
No matter what he writes, it's right.
But it's your
Okay. I wrote down having a anxiety breakdown out in public.
He would be correct.
Yes. Yes. What did you write?
Being weak.
No, that's not it. There's an animal that I'm afraid of. I know.
it's probably some super tough animal.
It is a super tough animal. It's a lion. You ever look at a lion in the eyes?
How many times
They
you going
don't-
to come across a lion?
Give a crap.
How many times you going to come across a lion?
Every time I look in the mirror.
Which camera are we on?
We're on this one.
Every time I look in the mirror, I'm fearful of what I see.
You know what you are? You are a lion. You're the lion at Six Flags when getting yelled at by the female lion, and it's just like
Just sitting over in the corner,
Yeah,
cowering.
cowering. Exactly.
As far as like personal fears, occasionally I'll have a dream of just falling.
That's weakness. I was correct.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't like the idea of falling. I'm not scared of heights.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because you're not in control.
Yeah. I always have the same dream where, like, you ever see those like kites where people are just controlling them and stuff? Like they got the two things.
I flew a kite with my son yesterday.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool.
But my fear is I have one of those and it just like suddenly some sort of gust comes in and gets underneath it. And my grip strength is so strong I don't let go.
Always turns into a positive.
that it literally just takes me like 100 feet up in the air.
My fear is that my grip strength is so strong. That is my fear.
That I can't let go. And this thing takes me like 100 feet up in the air, and then I just plummet to the ground. So it's not the fear of the height. It's the smacking into the ground at full speed is my issue probably.
Next question. What part of your body is your favorite?
I feel like we're learning a lot about each other right now. I know Bullets. I got his down easy. Nailed this. I'm shit you writing down. God damn. Drink again.
It's a good thing you didn't got to drive.
I know. Well, it's only the same beer the whole time.
What do you think my favorite part is?
Your hair.
Yeah, he's right.
Nailed that.
Dang, son.
I put
I nailed that.
Chris. I put his entire body.
That's pretty accurate, but if you had to narrow something down.
Narrow it down?
Yeah.
Shoulders.
I would say my eyes. I got nice eyes.
Not as nice as mine.
Mine are way better than yours.
Dude, no
Yours
way.
look like somebody took a dump in your eye. Mine are like being in the Caribbean looking at the water.
Wow. Wow.
That's at least how I describe it. It
Wow.
says that on my profile.
Wow. Just,
So did I get that one?
Yeah, you got it. His hair.
yeah.
You didn't get it.
I put your entire body, so no
No, you
matter
had to
what-
be specific.
I did.
No, I'm ahead right now.
You're winning.
3-1.
3-1.
Oof.
Killing it. Killing it.
Oof. This is really appealing to
I
your
think it's the first one to 5.
competitive nature here.
Within a 5-minute range, how long does it take your friend, or how long does it take you to get dressed?
How long does it take me to get dressed?
And since you get dressed multiple times, you got to account for that time.
Okay. Now I'm eyeballing Bullet up. I'm trying to take into consideration how much effort he put into it.
I did shave today,
He did shave. Does that fall into the getting dressed category?
No, I don't think so.
and I did shower and comb my hair.
You know what? I guess the comb in the hair would have to.
And I would also say this.
You powdered your bottom?
Did you powder your bottom?
I shaved my balls, too.
Oh, shit. God. So there's some lucky lady out there.
I'm just saying. I got a bat wing going right now.
Just on one side.
Well, because I got the leg up.
It's just sticking.
Yeah.
That's the worst in the summertime.
It is.
If you, at what age did you start manscaping? Because I don't think I figured out manscaping till I was like mid-20s.
Yeah, probably.
Like,
That's young.
Yeah.
No.
Why? You didn't,
No, I don't
do you manscape?
I don't think I.
You don't manscape, do you?
I do.
I bet you it looks like
I just started again.
It
and
looks like a baby chicken in a nest.
I just started again. Well, mine looked like a button on a fur coat. And it was pretty bad. It looked like an abandoned factory that had been long ago been abandoned. And yeah.
We got some comments. Tina Dean's watching.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't figure out the manscaping part until probably mid-20s.
Got to get that extra inch.
But you think about, I
Well,
guess, the
it's
different
true.
styles over the years of what's going on down there. Like, not just on guys, but on girls, too.
Well, girls are usually the general proponents of the scaping.
Yeah, I mean, there was a long time where completely shaved was the thing, and now I guess a little bit of hair is the thing, but now, I don't know. Do you know? You're in market.
You know, hey, I'm just happy to be there.
Do you
know
go
what I mean?
fully bald?
To me personally?
Yeah, or do you leave a little bit of something out, or is it trim up the balls, leave something up top?
The neck is bare. show them a little bit of neck in case, you know what I mean? The neck is bare, and the balls are bare too. You know what I mean? But everything above is like, like when they're, you got like a new lawn, you got the
So it's
sprouts
like that?
going. A little bit, yeah. No, and then I'll trim up the inside of the thighs too.
How low on the thigh do you go?
Usually to about like mid.
Is there a point where it's just an awkward cutoff on the hair?
No, because I'll fade it.
What size clipper are you using at the time?
I'll fade it out. You know what I mean? So it's like a gradual fade. It looks good.
I do that similar as well.
Every guy.
And Todd, I feel like Todd's probably just got a lot of hair down there. Right? You don't shave the balls, right?
No, I do.
How long have you been at what age did you start doing
Just the balls, or are you doing the neck as well?
it? It's just the balls are clean and it's a hairy neck.
Hairy neck?
No.
You're wearing like a turtleneck?
No hairy neck.
It's a mock turtleneck on his ding dong.
No hairy
I'm trying to say better words.
I know.
All right, guys.
I thought he was going to show us a picture there. He's pulling his phone
He's
out.
pulling his phone out, dude. We don't need to see.
What is your? Oh, you never answered the question.
Speaking to the microphone, please.
How long does it take for you to get dressed?
I would say for Chris, about at least 45 minutes.
No. Probably 10 minutes. In and out of the shower quick. Right?
Hold
Get
on.
dressed. And about 5 minutes of changing shirts.
This is why I'm correct, because he changes outfits. That equals about 45 minutes.
I don't change outfits. I change shirts. Like I had a different shirt on when you got here.
I know.
He pointed that out.
And it was...
And I called it too.
yeah,
didn't
he
I?
said it right when he walked in. He's like, whoa, look at that shirt.
Yeah, but I called it to him.
It felt very Jack LaLanne-ish, the way the shirt.
You looked like, I said you looked like a gay genie.
It was super tight. For Bullet, I'm going to guess he's probably He's back to putting some effort into it. For months, he was wearing the same shirt, same pants. Hair was greasy. He didn't do a lot of maintenance. He had the neck beard. Now I'm saying 36 minutes.
15 minutes.
I was including the hair and everything,
15 minutes tops.
including the dress, like getting dressed.
The clothes are the easiest part.
You just put them on.
Pro wrestling t-shirt, jeans, cowboy boots.
Here's an interesting
All right,
question.
okay.
When you were heavier, did it take longer?
You were trying to cover up more.
I when I was at my heaviest, I think I would try on a shirt or two and go, try one on. Go,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
that's not.
Well,
looking
that's
good
why
on
I
today.
wore the one shirt. I had a friend of mine. She was asking. She's like, "Why are you wearing like plaid shirts?" And I'm like, "The one plaid shirt was the only shirt I had that would fit me." And then people get quiet. They're like, "Oh, I'm like, yeah."
Oh shit! Anthony Gardenier, who's one of our regular listeners, he said he went to boot camp
Yeah.
and he couldn't trim it for 4 months.
Wow.
And when he got out, he had to go full bore on it.
Man, I bet you he got some razor burn on that.
Sucks.
Sorry, buddy.
That literally sucks.
No,
Sorry, pal.
no points awarded.
Thank you for your service.
Wow. Yeah. Thanks, Anthony. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Because you probably get out of boot camp
Hold on.
and your girlfriend's there.
I got a question.
Like, do you manscape first,
I
or
got
do
a
you
question.
go right after it and say, "Hey, honey, sorry"?
Question for Anthony.
Yeah.
Is it true that they put stuff in the food so you don't get boners when you're in?
Soft Peter, they call it.
Yeah. Is that true?
They don't.
Well, I'm asking him.
Well, I was in boot camp.
Yeah, a long time ago though.
Yeah, I remember in boot camp, my shit was fluorescent green for like 6 days. Actually, probably longer than that.
Yeah, but that was in the Civil War, dude. So we want to ask someone that was in a little bit more recent.
Well, hopefully he'll chime in and he'll tell us what he's thinking there. What's the next question, Todd?
What is your favorite season?
Oh, that's an easy one. We both know that one. Fall.
Yeah, fall. That was easy.
Yeah, come on. He gets something a little harder here.
I like the colors.
Oh, that's 1 point apiece.
Yeah, he was going to get some other questions. Like now he's off on the same list on his phone the whole time instead of some of the other ones. Like you were going to ask first kiss, first time you had the SCX.
And guess what?
You think-
That doesn't work in this environment.
Why?
Where was the first place that you had sex? How is Bullet going to know that?
We've had a million conversations. We've had at least 181 conversations that are documented.
That is true.
All right.
I have 181 hours of just talking to him on air, which is how many days is that?
And how much of it did he actually let you talk?
7 days?
Not much.
So you know a lot about him.
That's literally 7 days of talking to you straight. 7 days of my life. You and I have spoken.
I would say,
What's the question? How old?
no, the question should be this. How old were you when you first had coitus,
Whoopee.
sexual intercourse?
I was 16.
You're supposed to, he's supposed to.
Oh, I thought he was asking me. My answer's
Hold on.
16.
Hold on. I would say he's going to say 16.
That's 1 point.
Damn it.
1 point. Bet you can't guess mine.
Well, mine was 16, and a bunch of people ran into the room
Okay.
and interrupted it, so I didn't even get to finish.
Yeah, but you.
And then the very next day at school, one dude's like, "Oh, Chris banged this chick in class," and then that chick never talked to me again. So I didn't even get to enjoy.
Can you guess my age?
Uh,
Same age for everything.
What?
everything what?
Same age for everything. Like I didn't even kiss a girl. I didn't even talk to a girl on the phone.
Oh shit!
I didn't have sex with a girl.
So all this happened. Did you have the first time you kissed a girl? You had sex with her? It
No, but I'm saying
was all the same year.
the same year.
Okay, so hold on.
That was a good year.
Well,
Did you go to private school or anything?
I went
Just
to
trying to figure
went
out.
to Catholic school.
Okay, Catholic high school.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Half the time.
Where'd you go to grade school at?
George Washington in
Okay.
Levittown, Pennsylvania.
So I'm gonna guess the first time you made whoopee was probably 11th grade, and you were 17 years old.
I was 18. I didn't even talk to a girl on the phone until I was 18.
Are you? What?
Yep.
Why? Just fear?
I was extremely withdrawn. I didn't even really talk until 11th grade. I was just
Did you just learn how to speak in 11th grade, or
I just kept to
you were that
myself.
kid in the classroom when the teacher calls me?
I read comics. I read books.
Did you stay in your bedroom a lot?
Yes.
Did you have any friends in high school?
I had a handful of really good friends.
All from the neighborhood or from school?
A little bit of both. A little
Okay.
mix.
So the lucky girl
Yeah, she wasn't that
that
lucky.
you got the kiss, is she the same one you had the first intercourse with?
No.
Who was the first girl you kissed?
Um,
And how did it go down?
not very well.
Like, what was the move?
She made the move on me because I was too afraid.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. So who was the girl? What was her name? I'm sure you remember her name.
I'm not going to say.
Why? It's
No,
11th
I'm not going to
grade.
say. I'm not going to say.
My first kiss, 7th grade,
7th grade?
with a girl named Lynn Mack.
I just, you know what, man? I was so withdrawn and so just, so into my own. There's been very precious little has changed since high school because essentially my apartment is just my bedroom, just a bigger
Right,
bedroom. But
Yeah, with all the pictures and stuff on the wall.
and the thing is that I'm very good at creating this character.
And
And
you didn't have this character then.
I didn't know the band. My first band did.
So in 11th grade
Helped.
was the first time that you felt a girl up as well?
Yeah. Oh, everything. I didn't even
Same
talk
girl?
I didn't even talk to a girl on the phone. Much less touch some.
Who's the first girl you talked to on the phone? You know her name?
No, I'm not gonna name
Is
names.
she, what are the chances of her actually listening?
Not naming names.
All right, so I kissed Lynn Mack in 7th grade, right?
Yeah.
We both had glasses on, and we were at a movie at Oxford Valley Mall.
Oh, that's bad move.
and
right
I do
there.
the old stretch, arm over, right? And there's nobody else in this theater at all. And I look at her, right? I turn and I look at her. We both have our glasses on, and we smash glasses into each other, right? Like I go in for the big kiss, smash.
Oh no, the clank.
Yeah, the clank. It's very awkward. Never even connect on the lips. Take the glasses off. Kiss her. Never touched anybody else's tongue before with my own tongue. Oh. Kind of freaked out a little bit, right?
Freaks you out a little bit.
Yeah. I go to school the next day, and all the kids start saying stuff. It was we used to go to Our Lady of Grace, and we had it was a Friday, and we had remember when we used to have the movies on Fridays in the auditorium or the basketball court.
I don't.
So they started asking me about it, and then I called her. I said she kissed like a dog, right? So I nicknamed her Alpo on the spot because I was so I do stupid stuff like
You're mean.
I didn't know how to react to it. Like when people started asking me about it, so I started calling her Alpo, and
You probably gave that girl years of therapy.
I didn't see her for like 20 years, and then I saw her at the Irish Rover. She was bartending.
Probably looks amazing.
She looked great. She was beautiful in grade school. But that was the first thing she brought up when I saw her. She's like, remember when you called me Alpo? And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you gave that girl a lot of
So
problems.
the first time you had intercourse,
I was horrible.
did you just get in there and just
Here was my thing with
like
intercourse.
just forget she's there and just start humping away?
Here's the thing, and I swear I'm not trying to be funny with this. It was very similar to the first time I ever was in a wrestling ring.
Right?
Follow me on this.
Are you wearing a mask?
Todd, can you give me a camera?
He's going to break us down for us?
I'm going to break this down for
Okay,
you.
okay.
So, I figured the first time I've had sex, I've done a lot of research. I've watched a lot of pornography.
So were you practicing on your own?
Yeah, I practiced.
No. I mean, like,
first sexual experience I ever had was all by myself. So yeah,
were you like making love to your hand? Is that how the whole weird thing started?
It's the
Like,
only love I had, right? So I
but
figured,
for somebody who's listening for the first time, you had this weird technique that nobody knows about.
yeah, but I'm
It's
not
a
even talking
mystery
about
technique.
that.
Was
But-
that your first technique, and that's how you figured out how to make a love?
Yeah. So I figured this. I've watched enough porn. I've seen enough dudes bang chicks that I've got this
nut
down.
in the chick's face the first time because that's how you thought it's supposed to go down?
No.
I don't remember ever seeing that in early
No,
pornos.
I didn't see it
No,
until
no,
later.
no. So my thing was, I figured I've got this down. I've watched enough porn. I know how this works. Terrible. Very similar to I've watched a ton of wrestling. I know how this goes.
And it didn't go down.
And the trainer goes, cross your arms, cross your chest, squat down, and tuck your chin, and take a flat back bump. And I remember all the wind goes out of me, like, oh, that's totally not what I thought it was going to be like.
Is that what happened at the end of Making Love? Like the wind left you?
As soon as I oh, dude, like I was such a. So the thing was, I was so withdrawn and so weird that I was so amazed that this girl even wanted
Was
to even
this
have
chick
anything to do
this
with me.
similar type personality where she was withdrawn? She's like, I just got to get this out. I just got to get this first one done.
No.
Let me get Bullet. He looks like he can give it to me, and we'll just be done with it.
I was like, like when you're
Were
a
you
kid.
dating her?
Yeah.
How long did you date her?
12 years.
Oh shit!
Yeah. I was like, I got one.
I'm gonna keep this one.
Right?
I didn't realize that was your first and only until you became single.
Uh-huh.
Holy macaroni!
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was like your brother here. I was like for
Well, he's been married 21 years today.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, she's out in D.C. getting some.
Do you remember your first wet dream?
I never had a wet dream.
What?
Never had one.
Never had anything loaded.
Did you ever have one?
I have.
I remember having a few, but before I figured out how to take care of myself.
I mean, I've woken up with some bones. Like, hey, what's up?
Oh no,
We've been waiting for you.
It's like you're laying in bed and you don't know what's going on, and the next thing everything's just coming out of you.
No,
Yeah,
never had that.
I wish I could get those days back.
Never had that. Never. You wish
Don't you think, Todd?
Never had those days.
Like if you could get that back, like it would just be nice.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, just wake up in the middle of the night with just like
dude, you have a filthy vocabulary.
I know. I don't know how to say regular words. It's crazy. What's the next question?
What would be your favorite job or your dream job?
My first urge is to yell out my answer.
I know
which
what it
is not
is.
how to do it.
I can answer this right now.
Yeah.
The answer is radio.
Same answer.
Yeah.
I would do TV as well, for the record.
But
I think in general, I think his would be
Entertainment.
famous.
Yeah.
I have a face for radio, as I was told.
Entertainment would be the thing for me. Just to have an unusual job, get out and just do stuff every day that's different and enjoy.
That's true.
That's I knew that one.
Last question.
We're on the same
here.
page.
Last question.
What annoys you about the other person?
How much time you got?
Hold on. I got to pick one thing. Okay. All right.
Oh, I know what he's going to write. If you could sum it up in one word.
No, that's not good. I love his dick. No, that's not it. Can I get another beer, Todd? Sure. I'm going to need a few minutes on this one.
Oh, you can sum it up in one word. I know exactly what it is. I know what he's going to write about me.
What did I write?
Anxiety.
I did write that.
And I wrote, what do you think I wrote?
Hold on. Let's talk about yours for a sec.
Okay.
The reason that your anxiety drives me nuts, because I watch it overwhelm you sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
It's not good.
And for somebody who's just watching the show for the first time, this dude orders all his groceries through Amazon, doesn't like to go to the store unless he's got headphones in so people don't talk to him, doesn't want to make eye contact with anybody. I don't understand it. That's why I have a tough time with it, because I don't have...
You don't have any frame of reference for it.
I don't have any frame of reference for it.
No.
Like somebody who
I know you don't, because you're like, just don't be upset.
just don't be anxious.
Yay! I'm cured.
It's that easy. Like nobody ever told you that before.
Yeah.
But I have a tough time figuring it out. Like when you say, okay, I have other people I know as well with the same thing, and they'll describe what they're going through, right? Mm-hmm. And I'll just be like, just don't be like that. Like I should be a doctor. I could heal a lot of people.
Cured.
Yeah. So that's my biggest issue, and it's not where I get angry about it. It's I don't understand it, so I can't.
You can't relate to it.
It's hard to can't relate to it. Hard to cope with it as well sometimes.
Yeah. How do you think it is for me?
But I also enjoy it at the same time, because you wouldn't be who you were without it.
Yeah. I mean, I think I've gotten better with it.
Right. But you see people that are on like what's the medication for personalities, like lithium or
There's a lot of different
there's all
ones.
kinds of stuff.
They wanted to put me on Abilify for a long time.
But if you're that, if let's say I had that and somebody said this is going to make you normal, I don't think I would want to do that, because I wouldn't be who I am.
You know, normal is a comparative term. So normal to what? I think for me, mean, I've had 40 years of this, so I know, I work around these things, so I know how it is. Are there times that it's debilitating and it affects the quality of my life? Sure. However, I think this is true of any parent, or at least it should be. When you have a child, it's not about you anymore. The focus becomes your child. So to me, that's very grounding, to where it's like, well, it's not about me. It's about my kid. And I find myself doing things that I would normally never do, or
Shit you used to make fun of me for.
no, not even making fun of, but just put myself in situations that I would lose my mind. Like, I'm sitting in traffic to go to these Christmas light show at Shady Brooks Farms, and I know if it was for me, I would be like shaking the
stressed.
wheel and punching the
Or
wheel.
you wouldn't even go.
I wouldn't even go, and I'm like, it's for my kid. I'm going to do it. So for me, that helps it with. But it's also just like, it's not about you. Shut up. You know.
Do you sometimes like stop and say, why am I like this? Like
No, I know what it is, but I have things. I have.
have you ever taken my advice and just don't be anxious?
Yeah, that I'm cured. I do things. I avoid situations that I'm uncomfortable with. And I'm working on it.
Well, some of our episodes we're going to be doing outside of here are going to be involved in putting you in awkward situations.
That's different.
Not dangerous situations. That's just somewhere where you might not be as comfortable as you normally would.
That's different, though, I think, because I always have the ability to put the armor on, and the armor is the character. So anytime that, and this has been true of my whole life, anytime that I don't feel comfortable, I just put the armor on. So it's like anytime that I'm like, if I'm in a social situation, I'm like, oh man, I'm feeling a little uncomfortable, and this, that, and the next thing, I'm like, one time for all you ladies out there, I shaved my balls.
I would love to see
And then
that.
just do that,
if you
'cause
were
it's easy.
in the supermarket and you started to get a little stressed out, and the girl behind the counter is like, "What is wrong with this
was
guy?"
Can somebody tell me why these melons aren't fresh and I've touched a ball? You know what I mean? It's easy.
But that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put you in these situations. Not terrible situations, just stuff that you would normally just be a little bit anxious about.
If you get me,
And I'll be there to tell you.
if you get me out,
Don't be anxious.
If you get me out, well, you remember, like, there was times I was like, Chris, I'm not walking into this hotel at the what was it? Where do we do XCC in Bethlehem? Where is that? Sands.
Oh my God.
I'm like, Chris, I'm not walking into this hotel. You have to meet me out front.
I was already in the hotel for like a half hour, like laying down, and he would not get out of his car to come into the hotel.
not doing it.
You had to come down and
I had to go down. Yeah, I had to go down and walk him all the way through, and I had to push the button to get on the elevator. I had to get him to the room and then do the password. And once we got in the room, he was back to his normal self.
Yeah.
because he was in a safe zone.
Yeah.
You just didn't want to walk into the front and not.
I had nothing to
No,
do with one. I
Oh,
He
couldn't.
didn't want to figure out where the room was.
couldn't-
He didn't
I
want to
didn't-
talk to the guy behind the counter.
No.
I had to get his key for him.
Didn't want to do it. I couldn't do it.
Well, the last time we did the armory, same thing. Like,
Yeah.
hey, can you pick me up? He faked a car breakdown or car injury, so I would pick him up so he didn't have to walk into the arena by himself.
I felt you should have offered that anyway. I don't
I
like.
wasn't even on my way.
Yeah, I just don't feel comfortable with a lot of that stuff.
Yeah. What was the thing you were going to say about me?
What's that?
It was the question.
Yeah.
What was the question?
What's the one thing that bothers you about the other guy? Can I have to guess though.
Yeah, what do you think it is?
It's probably my overconfidence. Does
Arrogant.
that count?
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. That's perfect. So what's the score? I got one on that.
You won 6-3.
Dang,
dude, you
son.
kicked my
I know
ass.
you better than you know you.
I apparently.
Well, we have some stuff coming up in the near future.
We do. We got an XCC show coming
We got
up.
Extreme Cage Combat, June 23rd.
I'm really.
I can't wait.
I've said this many times, and I'm going to say it again because I don't know if they're listening, but it's the truth. Here's the thing that I love about the XCC. Number one,
They let us go for free, and we get paid to do something
no,
we enjoy.
no. What I mean is that I don't look forward to things. I always, I'm not being negative. I'm just being a realist. Well, you remember the very first XCC that I did with you was at the
Yes.
Armory. And I was like,
I remember you being mad because I had already done, I think, 1 or 2 of them.
no, but my
You're like,
attitude,
you can't believe you didn't bring me. And then I'm like, finally, get Bullet in.
my
And
my attitude towards the show was very, we'll wait and see. Maybe they'll want me, maybe they won't. Maybe it'll be fun, maybe it won't. But I had a very
it's gotten more fun every
take
time.
it or leave it attitude.
Every time.
But ever since that one, I look forward to it so much because they treat us really well. I feel like I'm a part of a team.
I felt better when we brought our own equipment last time, too.
Me
for
too.
the sound.
But I feel appreciated. I feel like I'm helping make the product better. And I love...
And we're loyal to the product.
And it sounds funny, especially coming from me, but I love meeting some of the fighters and hearing their stories.
Yeah.
I love the fact that I'm not getting punched in the face. That's very nice. But I look forward to those events every time. The Armory is very close as well. I do look at the Sands Casino ones kind of like a sleepover.
Yeah,
They're fun.
it's so much fun.
They're a lot of fun. But we've got that coming up.
I'm excited for it. We're going to have Nick Grinups on the show next week from Sure Dog. We're going to do a little bit more fight news. We're
Nick's
trying
a
to get
good-
away from doing as much of the fight news. You and I talked about this.
Yeah, Nick's a good dude too. I like him.
And
I don't like a lot of people.
And Nick is we're going to talk about fight news with Nick, but if you're a regular fan and you watch our regular stuff on Facebook, we're going to try to start getting away from more of the hardcore fight stuff for the second half and kind of still talk about it, but not as heavy and kind of keep it more guy stuff. Just general banter. Right? Wouldn't you say?
I think so. Yeah, we want to be a little bit more accessible, but I think when Nick comes on, he's
Yeah.
a writer. He's a writer for Sure Dog, and he's a stand-up comedian.
We're going to have Dave from Dads and Cargo Shorts on in a few weeks.
I can't wait to meet him.
We're going to have Derek from Finisher Fitness on again. I already sent him a message.
So you gonna come back on?
He's going to come back on in a few weeks as well, but we're going to be more topic.
He's a good dude.
We're going to be more topical with him as well because last time it was more of a meet and greet for an
we
hour or
didn't know
whatever.
who he was.
If anybody knows of somebody that would like to come on the show, we'll probably get Popo on again. We'll get Wilson on again. We have the technology where we can do remote conversations with folks now. So we have the picture-in-picture.
I tell you who I want on.
Who do you want on?
Hot broads.
Hot broads. We can get some hot broads on. If anybody knows somebody interesting,
And they don't even have to come in because obviously, you've got the handcuffs on.
right?
But they can video call in.
Okay, and
And this way you can't get in trouble.
I can't get in trouble because I will not provoke them in any way to do anything other than what you're
Is
going to
this
do.
the camera that's live?
But
Ladies, I know we have to have some female fans out there. Okay. Now here's the thing.
somebody said Nick is adorable.
Who said that?
That was Nick.
Was that Nick?
Nicole Napolitano.
That's Volpe.
All right. Okay.
He's adorable, huh? Okay. All right, you fuck. Nah.
So
He looks like, but we need broads here to call.
we're
come
going to
on.
start ramping this up.
We're gonna ramp
We're
it
going to
up.
ramp it up. If anybody knows somebody who's interesting, who wants to come on the show, let us know, and maybe we can talk to them. We're also opening up our horizons with some new sponsors. That's why we didn't start the show with sponsors.
We didn't, but I do want to do one thing here, and I know you're not going to like it, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Is this
I got the new set that came out today, Magic.
what?
Magic the
That's out
Gathering.
now.
Am and Ket. And
That's not Todd's line.
I'm going to be, he totally got me too. And I'm going to be building a new deck. And there's some people out, that there's a lot of people that play Magic the
Did
Gathering.
somebody send that to you? We were talking about sponsors.
Yeah, actually they did.
Who sent it?
Amazon.
Okay, but they're not one of the sponsors of the show.
I would love it if they were.
But we're looking for more sponsors. We're going to try to stay with the Facebook Live or YouTube Live. If you could, let us know what you thought about that. I know we got a little bit of start on this one.
yeah, well, we're figuring it
We're
out.
figuring it out. It's going to be much smoother next time. You'll have the ability to share the link with friends as opposed to forcing them to the Facebook page. There's going to be a lot more options. I think we're going to pick up some new viewers. It's
I
going to be
hope.
good stuff.
I hope.
So if you watch the show tonight on YouTube, just maybe throw a couple comments on there and share the video link if you could, just to let people know we're out.
I would appreciate that greatly.
On that note,
Are we going to say goodbye?
we're going to say goodbye, but next week it's going to be 10 times better because now we got our little format down on I Bid You Adieu.
Thank you very much for listening and watching. Good day, dude.
Coming at you.